coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Yeah, man. So I'm unaware of all of this at the time, right? But obviously it had, piqued his interest. He heard the name in there. He over there and he calculating stuff in his mind. Little do I know, he got his paperwork. You don't even supposed to have that, but he got his paperwork with his enemy list of who he got on his enemy list. And my name is right on the joint. You understand? So he hollered one day, bang on the wall, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, yo, what up? So he said, come to the door. So I go to the door, man. He said, hey, man, what's your name? So I'm like, why? What you mean, what's my name? You know what I'm saying? He said, no, I just want to know what your name is. What they call you? I said, they call me Bank. So he said, oh, yeah. He said, I'm talking about your real name. You only ask people that, right? So I said, what? He said, your real name. I said, what's up with that? What you asking me that for? So he said, yeah, cause I think I know you, right? So I said, you know me how? Where? And how you know my real name? How would you know me like that? So he said, hey, was you on such and such back in the day? And I'm like, why? I mean, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So now I'm over here like, trying to calculate what's going on. So then I started thinking in my mind, like, what name I heard them holler next door, and do I know that name? And it's kind of like registering, but it's not registering. It's like, you know how you got something in your brain, but you can't put your finger on it because it had been a minute. And like I said, I never knew him anyway, just on the name that was on my charge. So he was like, yeah, I think you was back on the joint, right? And woo, you don't know me. I said, nah, what they call you? And he had a whole nother name, you know what I'm saying, his nickname or whatever. Because remember, I just had the government. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I couldn't remember what Dick said his name was. So I'm like, boom. So I'm like, man, what's going on? So he said, yeah, man, yeah, I know you. I know who you is. I said, so what's up? You know what I'm saying? How you know, man? I mean, the way you saying it is like, you know what I'm saying? You got me wondering what's going on. So he said, ain't no thing, no, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. You know, like water under the bridge. And he talking calm and cool. Now I want to see what this joker look like. I want to know what's going on. So I keep on asking him. So he said, yeah, man, I think he said something like, so, you know Dixon? And I said, of course I do. He said, yeah, well, that's how I know you. So now I know it's something going on. So I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, you know. And then I started just reeling in my mind, like, man, what is this about? Who, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going through all this stuff. So he said, I said, so what's up? He said, he said, I'll show you something. I'm gonna send you something over there, man. He said, just send it back. So I said, all right. So he get the little line and everything. He shoot the little line over there. You know how we gotta make a little line, tie something on something. He slide the joint over. I fish the joint in. He said, I'm gonna tell you when to pull it in a minute. Then he'll tie something on it, and I gotta pull it over to me. And the string be going from his cell to my cell. So I could pull it over, take it off, look at whatever it is, or he could send me something like that, vice versa. So he send the joint over, and I get the joint off, and I open the joint up, and it's his enemy list. And they got his name on it, got his enemy list on it, and then they got a list of his enemies, right? Dixon on there. I'm on there. And I'm like, I don't even know this cat. And then it pops in my head, oh, this must be the dude from the incident, da 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 da. But if we on enemy lists, how is we, you know what I'm saying, right beside each other? You know what I'm saying? How is that even possible? This will let you know the administration will set you up to get killed. You understand? The administration will set you up to get killed. They not even following the rules and the regulations and the stuff, the stipulations that they put into place. They put us on the enemy list. Me and this dude never met each other. They put us on the enemy list because of the charge that they wanted to give us and try to get, me and Dixon crossed up. So now you're going to put me on the institution with this dude and put me right beside this dude and him right beside me, and we could see each other, or he can know who I am and do something to me and I'm unaware, or vice versa. They don't know none of this. If you put us on the enemy list, you put us on the enemy list for a reason. That means keep separate. It had on the paper, keep separate. Can't be on the same institution together. Here it is, we on the same institution together, in the same hole together, right beside each other. And we go out on the yard. They got yard rec on this compound and say where you go in one big cage. Remember Angelo, you know what I'm saying? You go in one big cage. So when they call rec, we can go outside and we could literally be, physically in front of each other. But yet we on the enemy list. Now, technically speaking, if we go outside and me and him get to beefing or something, or one of us get hurt or one of us get, unalived, however the situation may be, the administration is at fault for that. The administration is liable for lawsuits for that. You understand me? They could. It ain't nothing that they could do to get around that, because it's on the administration list that we do not supposed to even be on the same compound together. But yet here it is, we are. So this is an awkward, crazy situation. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. So I was like, yeah. So he hollering over there at me. He's like, yeah, you remember that? I said, no. He said, you remember what you on there for? I said, yeah, I think I do. So he was like, yeah, well, that's me. So what do you say to that? What do you say to that? I said, hey, bro, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know me. I ain't never seen you before. I wouldn't even know you if you walked past me. I said, as far as I know, you have walked past me. I said, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So what's up? What's next? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, I just wanted to let you know that, you know what I'm saying? I know that's you right there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know I don't know you or nothing, but they came and got me up off the yard, and gave me, or shipped me up off the compound, told me, you and old boy was plotting to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I know. So I'm just letting you know that I know that's you next door. So I'm like, man, listen, bro. I'm like, listen, bro. That was a long time ago. I don't know you. The administration, did what they did. They gave me the charge. I got the charge. Just like you got took up off the yard or whatever and got transferred, I got the charge. You know what I'm saying? That's on my record. I said, I ain't never known you. I ain't never said nothing to you. So just because the administration told you that I was plotting to kill you, I ain't got no reason to kill you. I said, but Dixon is my brother. And if you had a beef with him and if you was going to try to do something to him, I definitely was going to be with him, and I definitely would have been involved. So, if you got a beef with me, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because we go outside. And he was like, nah, I ain't got no beef with you. That's over with. That's done. I just want to let you know I know who you are. But that sounds like a threat to me. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a threat to me. And now he's a Muslim. You understand? I don't know if he was a Muslim back then, but he's a Muslim now. So now I could potentially be targeted by the Muslims. I could potentially be on the hit list with the Muslims. Because if you beefing with one of them, you beefing with all of them. So now I'm paranoid as I don't know what. But he's steady saying that he ain't got no beef and he don't want no drama. But he just wanted me to know and to acknowledge that I know that's him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, listen, man. I mean, what it is? What's going on? I mean, what we gonna do? He said, I ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He said, for real, I could just get a lawsuit because they ain't got no business, having me on here or you with me or around me. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, that's true too. I said, but that's the same for me. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to think on it, man, but I might push some paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I mean, do what you got to do. But in my mind, I'm paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I'm paranoid. I can't really. How do you gonna be around somebody who did believes that you was plotting to kill him in the penitentiary? So I can't be around this joker, whether he got beef with me or not. I can't be around him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking if I do be in his presence, then I gotta bust a move because I can't wait for him to see if he sincere or see if he really got a beef. He could be rocking me to sleep, and so I feel like I'm in danger. So if I go out on the yard with him, Cause I'm gonna go out when they come to wreck. I'm going out, and if I go out on the yard with them, I can put my eyes on them. I could, you know what I'm saying. And if I got to dismantle him, I'm gonna dismantle him. And I know that's wrong in a way because he ain't really do nothing to me. And this years later, but at the same time, you in the penitentiary, I'm in that position. I put myself in that position by, you know what I'm saying, by my brotherhood with Dixon. So I can't wait and take that type of chance and the dude hurt me. Now we ain't SAG, so I don't think he got no Bethlehem back there. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's just gonna be mono and mono. So now all I got to do is look at him and size him up. You dig? But I can't let him be around me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a I'm in a tricky situation. So he started trying to conversate and woo woo woo, and that started making me paranoid because now I don't know. Like I said, he trying to rock me to sleep. He think, you know, I'm green. How I know you ain't shoot no kites out to the yard and tell the Muslim brothers that, hey man, this dude back here, man, that was plotting to kill me or what? I don't know none of this. You understand me? So all the time now I'm in this cell, my whole brain, I'm thinking about this and try to figure it out. So when they come to get us for showers, they'll come to get us for showers, they take us out. And you know, handcuffs you take your shower. So now I'm waiting when they do the shower because I want to look at him. I want to put my eyes on him. I need to know what he looked like. So when I see him now, it's gonna be in my brain and it ain't gonna never be able to leave my brain. I know what you look like in case I see you somewhere else. Or when you come out on the yard, when they bring us out, I know what you look like. I need to know now. You know, so I see him when they take him out to the shower. And when I see him, I'm like, oh man, yeah, he can't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I know just by looking at his face, he was a smaller dude. He was slim. You know what I'm saying? And he was older. You know what I'm saying? So he had to be older than me and Dixon back then. You know what I'm saying? So he was older now, and this is some years later, and he was older than me. But I'm looking at his physical makeup, and he looked like the dudes to be a Muslim or something. And I know he can't physically do nothing to me. So I'm not really too much worried now about going on the yard. What he gonna what type of threat is gonna be because I see is no threat. Because I know he ain't got nothing over there. He could have, because I've had the Bethlehem in SEG before too. He could have, but the chances of him having it is slim. You know what I'm saying? And then by him being a Muslim, he probably ain't living that type of life. I don't know what he was in the hole for. I don't have no clue. But I won't really, as you know what I'm saying, it didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I'm gonna have to put hands on him. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to just to ensure because I can't go to the administration and say, man, you got me on, because that's kind of like snitching. But they wrong though. They dead wrong, but there's still rules to the stuff. But yet he over there talking about he might put some paperwork on him and drop a lawsuit. That's on him and that's on his reputation, not mine. That's kind of like telling too. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he want to do and that's what he can do. So it came time to go to rec, man. You know what I'm saying? They come around, ask you going to rec, you going to rec, you going to rec. And you know what I'm saying? I heard him say, nah. You know what I'm saying? I say, yeah, they get to his cell before they get to mine. So I go out, I'm quite sure he looking at me too, put the eyes on me, you know, like he did, you know what I'm saying, when I came out for a shower, you know what I'm saying? He put the eyes on me because when I'm walking back to my cell, he right up in the door looking right at me. You know what I'm saying? And even did one of these Jones to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I nod too. You know what I'm saying? He nodded at me, I nod back at him. But it was a crazy situation, man. And I ended up, you know, like I said, I went outside, I came back in, you know, and he did. He ended up putting some paperwork in. You know what I'm saying? Telling the people that, you know, whatever it was, he told them that because they came to me, you know, pulled me out the cell, talked to me, and asked me about. I said, man, I don't even know the dude. So they asked me about the charge, and you know, do you know he was on? I said, I don't even know him, man. It was years ago. Yeah, I did get a charge like that, but I don't know who the person was. The charge was bogus. Even though I got found guilty of it, the charge was bogus. I won't plotting to kill nobody, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm all the way in trial again trying to defend myself for something that I done already got convicted of. But I'm telling them I don't know. But anyway, they came, packed him up, and moved him somewhere else, right? So to the best of my knowledge, then he ended up getting shipped up off the compound. You understand? But like I say, I still got to go back to the yard, and I don't know what the Muslims is thinking or what's on their mind. So now I got to go back out here into a whole ball of confusion, a whole ball of paranoia, and all of this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Dixon ain't even on this compound. So I'm dealing with an issue that was years ago that wasn't initially my issue, but it was my issue because it's my brother. But I'm dealing with that years later, and he not even here. That's the same thing I be saying about dudes in prison to get with that gang life, and then they jump this dude to do, and then you end up somewhere else, and you ain't got your gang with you, and the dude that you jump, his people is there, and then you got issues that you don't even know you got, but you alone now. You see what I'm saying? This penitentiary life. But everything you do is a choice. So you choose to do what you do, so you have to deal with the consequence. I chose to, you know what I'm saying, take up for my brother. I chose to go to war with my brother. So even if I got to go to war on a whole nother camp by myself for an issue that was initially his, it is what it is. These are the rules. We can't make them. We just got to follow them. You know, you just got to follow them. So I was prepared to do that. You know, and by the grace of God, it didn't go down like that. I didn't have no beef with nobody about him, but it could have. And it could have been deadly. Because when you're dealing with the Muslim nation, it ain't no telling how they coming. But if they coming, they coming. But you don't know how they coming, and you don't know when they coming. But you will have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I was in that predicament, man. And that was one of the situations with me and DIXON, man. Out of the many things that we got into, that was one. But and then years later, couple of years later, I was in another situation that is kind of like deja vu with that. I was in the hole with another dude that had me on the enemy list. But people will have you on the enemy list just using your name, and you don't even know them. But they'll use your name because they want to get off the compound. And then if they know you done had a lot of issues, or you done been fighting in the penitentiary or stabbing and something, they know that the administration got all of that documented. So if they don't want to be on the institution, they could go pull some slick stuff and say, oh, well, I can't be on here, and check in the hole and say I can't be on here, and the people give you a charge for checking in, and you got to give them a reason why you can't be on here. Oh, the dude Banky is my enemy, man, you know, and y'all got him on the compound. Y'all put me on here, he supposed to be on my enemy list, and they'll go say, well, he ain't on your enemy list. Well, he need to be on there. Well, why is he your enemy? He's supposed to be, you know, doing something to me. We had beef on the street, or you know, they'll make up something. It's a whole lot of people that got Bo on the enemy list. A lot of people that Bo don't even know. Bo told me that he got one of them counselors to give him his enemy list one day. He said, man, the sheet was about 4 pages long. Cause dudes use Bo's name because they know all the stuff that Bo done did in the system. So it's easy to use his name and tell the people you had beef with Bo before, and you can't be on the compound with him. So they'll come on the compound, and Bo come on the compound. They'll use Bo's name to get off, put Bo on the enemy list. See what I'm saying? So I think the deja vu I had when I was in the hole again with a dude had me on the enemy list, I think it was one of those random things like that, because I ain't no dude. I ain't no dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's penitentiary, man. Is a different type of life, man. There's some crazy stuff be going on in there. But the bottom line is you be in danger at all times. Once you initiate any type of physical confrontation with somebody in the penitentiary, you are forever in danger, because you don't know who he know, you don't know who rock with him. You're gonna be moving from compound to compound, block to block, pod to pod, and you don't know who in there that might take offense to the beef that you had with somebody else that they know. Or it might be their kin people. It might be their family. And you don't know. So you always going to be in danger once you initiate any type of physical altercation, you know. And it could be years later. It could be decades later. And you just bump into that person if you ain't on the enemy list, or you just bump into that person who you on the enemy list with, friend, brother, cousin from his hood, and they just want to, take up the cause. You see what I'm saying? Take up the cause. This is what I mean when you got to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready, because sometimes you may not have time to get ready because you don't even know what's going down. So every time I go on a new institution, every time I'm always paranoid. I'm always looking around. I'm always watching body language. I'm always watching eyeballs, seeing who looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing unless I see somebody that I know. And those are the people that I speak to when I first go on a new institution. A lot of people be calling my name and be like, oh, yo, what's up, man? What's up? And I look at their face and see if I know them. If I don't even know them, I be like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, that might be a subliminal message. Like, yeah, I know you. Or yeah, you got to run with my homeboy on the camp. that type of stuff. So I don't know. It take me a minute to get settled in on every institution I go on because I be dumb paranoid. It got to be some dudes on there that I really know and really rock with over the years for me to even begin to start getting comfortable. So every time you get transferred, it's like a new prison. It's like a whole new feeling of you just coming in the penitentiary, because you going into a whole nother environment and you don't know who there, what's there, and how they carrying it on here. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but that was a crazy situation. And then, like I say, it happened to me twice. You know what I'm saying? But this in particular time was about the situation with me and Dixon. And it just so happened that, you know what I'm saying, dude, he chose to exit. And and like I say, he may have felt just as paranoid as I did, but he might have been on some type of different time, trying to get out on the street. His time could have almost been up, or whatever the situation was. I'm thankful that he left, because I would, like I say, I couldn't have been around just knowing what I know and knowing the charge that I got, because I put myself in that position. Had a dude be right next to me, and I never seen him, and then somebody said that he was plotting to kill me. What you think I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna wait and see if it was real or if it wasn't, or just because he said it wasn't real, you think I'm gonna believe him? Nah. So I understood his position and I respected his position, but my position was I gotta protect me first. Period. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. But you know, that's penitentiary, man. This is why I preach: stay out of the penitentiary, man. It's a drain, period. Not just physically, but mentally. It's just a drain on your whole life. It sucks the life out of you, bro. Trying to just keep up with everything that's going on and to keep your heart beating and to stay alive. It's a drain. And it's a daily routine that you have to do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Big love, TVP Nation. Let's go, man. Road to 200K. We doing it, man. We pushing P. We pushing positive energy. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go. Let's get it. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Go check out Boxing Talk with Banky and J2, man. We got some good interviews we dropping over there. And y'all stay tuned. Be back at y'all in a minute, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions. And duck them hooks, man. And duck that penitentiary. It's waiting on you. And keep a cell open. Peace.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.